Ready for the start. They are in the gate. And they're off in the Kentucky Derby. And Teufelsberg breaks like a shot. And hard spun with speed too. And Cowtown Cat has some early speed as a crush of horses passes beneath the Twin Spires for the first time. And it's hard spun to be the early leader. Here's Stormello on the far outside. He'll be caught wide going into that first turn. In between horses. Teufelsberg right there third. Cowtown Cat up and on the pace between horses fourth. On the far outside, Scat Daddy is running in fifth. Sedgefield sixth toward the inside. No Biz Like Showbiz is seventh in between horses. Any Given Saturday is now eighth. Liquidity is ninth toward the inside. Dominican runs in 10th. Great Hunter is 11th. Sam P is 13th. Curlin is 14th in the opening half mile here. Moana Bull is 15th. Zen Harrow is 16th toward the inside. Tiago moves to 17th. Circular K is 18th. He's about 20 lengths from the lead. And then down toward the inside, it's Storm and May. Street Sense is second to last. Street Sense is the 19th of 20 as they continue down the backstretch run. The last of them all is I'm a Wild and Crazy Guy. And the speed is tough here, a 46-1 opening half mile as hard spun bowls along as they cross into the final half mile of the Kentucky Derby. Teufelsberg is second on the outside. Sedgefield tucked away toward the rail third. Stormello is fourth on the outside and now beginning to advance. No Biz Like Showbiz. Any Given Saturday is right there. On the far outside, Great Hunter is launching a bid. He's moving wide as they approach the top of the stretch. And there's Street Sense with a huge move on the far turn. And Calvin Burrell saving ground every step of the way. But it's hard spun to catch as they come off the turn. A mile and 37 flat. And Street Sense draws alongside as they move headlong into the final furlong. And Street Sense has roared from 19th position to first in the Derby. Hard spun tries to hold for second. And then farther back at Sedgefield in Any Given Saturday. And here is Street Sense, a stretch running sensation to win the Derby by two. Hard spun was second. Curlin finished third. And I'm a Wild and Crazy Guy was fourth. The final time for this Derby, 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Kentucky Derby. Cole Coleman breaking alertly from that inside post. Bob Blackjack has some good early speed as well. Big Brown is there on the far outside. 8 Bells forwardly placed. And here's that Stampede bias for the first time. And Bob Blackjack has taken the early lead. Recapture the Glory is there on the outside. Cowboy Gal is third. Big Brown on the far outside is fourth. Then it's Cole Coleman, fifth toward the inside. See Fortune up close early, running along in sixth position. Gallego seventh on the outside. Tail of a Conti is eighth on the rail. Monbo ninth on the far outside. Big Truck is running in 10th. Court Vision is 11th. Sea Humor is 12th. Adriano is 13th. Anak Nakal is 14th. And then it's Smooth Air, 15th on the far outside. Colonel John is 16th early on. Pyro is 17th. Then a break of another 3.5. Back to Visionaire. And Dennis of Cork is the last of 20. 47 seconds flat for the opening half mile in this Derby by Bob Blackjack. On the outside, Cowboy Cal pressing this strong pace here. 47 for the opening half mile with a half mile to go. Then farther back in the field, Recapture the Glory, third on the outside. And the Phillies right there and with the fighting chance. 8 Bells, she's fourth. And there goes Big Brown. Big Brown on the far outside. He's catapulting past horses one by one. Now he was fifth just a moment ago. And now he's second as they come toward the top of the stretch. Tail of a Cotty is also right there. And then Colonel John comes on the scene late as the field turns for home at the top of the stretch. And it is Big Brown who rolls open now to a 3-lane lead. 8 Bells is second. Recapture the Glory is third. Tail of a Conti is fourth. And the final furlong of the Kentucky Derby. And it's going to be Big Brown bounding home to a convincing win in the Run for the Roses. It is Big Brown by 5 on the wire. The filly 8 Bells was second. Dennis of Cork came from 20th to be third under the line. And Tail of a Conti was fourth. There's the Derby winner, Big Brown, and he delivered today. And there is Desert Party breaking from that post position number 18. Last to load will be Flying Private. Much of the speed here is going to be coming from the middle of the gate. Joining the dance, Papa Clem, Regal Ransom. Frisian Fire's got some early speed too. In the gate. And they're off in the Kentucky Derby. And it's Joining the Dancers racing for the lead. Musket Man has some early speed on the inside. Here's Regal Ransom with some speed as well. Beneath the Twin Spires the first time. Regal Ransom and Joining the Dance will vie for the early lead. Pioneer of the Nile is right up there. And then it's Papa Clem down toward the inside. He's now fourth. Desert Party forwardly placed fifth on the outside. Flying Private is sixth. Frisian Fire in and among horses is now seventh. Musket Man is eighth. Dunkirk is ninth on the outside. Then farther back down on the rail, that is Atomic Rain, running in the 11th position, 2 lengths back. And General Quarters is now 12th. Nowhere to Hide is 13th on the outside. Westside Bernie is now down toward the rail. On the outside, at the back of the pack, beginning to move up now, is Hold Me Back. Advice is also right there toward the back of the pack, along with Chocolate Candy, Summerbird. Advice, the last of them all, is Mr. Hot Stuff. So down the backstretch run, or even well behind the rest of them, is Mind That Bird. So down the backstretch run and Joining the Dance. An impudent long shot leader here, 50-1, taking the field through an opening half mile that was strong, 47 1/5 seconds. Regal Ransom is third. On the outside, Pioneer of the Nile. And now Garrett Gomez asking him for a bit more. He's right there. Third on the outside, Desert Party is now fourth. Hold Me Back fifth toward the inside. Papa Clem threads his way through horses. From sixth now, Musket Man is now seventh. Chocolate Candy is beginning to come alive now, and he's eighth on the outside. Then down toward the rail, it's Advice as the field turns for home. Top of the stretch, it's still Joining the Dance with a tenuous lead. Regal Ransom and Pioneer of the Nile strikes the front just outside the 8th hole. Musket Man is coming hard down the center of the track, and Papa Clem's right there too. Down toward the inside, coming on through. That is Mind That Bird now is coming on to take the lead as they come down to the finish. And a spectacular upset. Mind That Bird has won the Kentucky Derby. An impossible result here. And a three-way photo for second among Musket Man, Pioneer of the Nile, and Papa Clem.
Calvin Bow Rail has done it again. Calvin Bow Rail, that's what they call him at Churchill Downs for his penchant for coming through on the inside. We saw him do it with Street Sense, and here we saw him do it on Mind That Bird in the final strides, exploding through on the rail to pull a monumental upset at
Final horse to move into line for the 136th run for the Roses. Field is standing in remarkable good order. Final horse is in, ready for the start. And they're off in the Kentucky Derby. American Lion SB, there goes Conveyance. He's looking for speed on the outside. Looking at Lucky, he had to stop on the brakes in the early going. So it's Conveyance. Super Saver to his inside. Here comes a pumped up Sydney's Candy on the outside as they make their move headlong for that critical first turn. Conveyance leads. On the outside, Sydney's Candy is second. Lion of David is third. Mission Impossible fourth. Discreetly Mine up there close. Fifth on the outside. Super Saver, Calvin Burrell, and they are glued to the rail. Moving into the turn, they're running in sixth. Noble's Promise is now seventh and moving through between horses. American Lion is eighth on the far outside into the clubhouse turn. And then it's Jackson Ben now running in ninth. The filly, Devil May Care is 10th and in between horses. Patio Prado is now 11th toward the rail. Back Talk is now running in 12th position. Dean's Kitten is now 13th down toward the inside. On the far outside, Homeboy Chris is 14th. Dublin runs in 15th position. Awesome Act still well held for that pace up front. He's now running 17th on the outside. And down toward the rail, it's Stately Victor, a break of 3. Back to Looking at Lucky. He's about 20 lengths from the lead now with 5 furlongs to go. Then Icebox and Long Shot Make Music for Me. The field down the backstretch run. A grueling half mile in the watery going here, 46 seconds flat. And Conveyance leads the field into the far turn. He leads it now by a length. Sydney's Candy is on the chase, running in second. Noble's Promise. Noble's Promise rallies now through toward the inside third. Super Saver is fourth. He's still down inside, but Super Saver's now starting to move. There's the filly Devil May Care, and she's making a bold
green bet will be cashed.
All right, Tom, just one more to go in. Watch me go. And Rafael Bejarano into that outside gate. 19 3-year-olds all in line and ready for the start. They're off in the Kentucky Derby. And Soldat had a great start, but it's Kama to the top, who goes out to the front, and there goes Shackelford to the outside, and Pants on Fire settles in right behind them. Decisive Moment is down at the rail. Soldat is right there to the outside, so it's going to be Shackelford, and Shackelford's going to make the lead in that mad rush to the first turn. Kama to the top on the inside second. Soldat is right there running in third position. Pants on Fire fourth. Decisive Moment rides the rail in fifth. Nero is sixth on the far outside. He's pretty close. He's only 5 lengths off the lead. Then Stay Thirsty, Mucho Macho Man between horses. Midnight Interlude is there. Then Santiva, Watch Me Go on the outside. At the rail is Twin-Spired Animal Kingdom is right behind them. Then Ireland's Master of Hounds. Brilliant Speed is there on the outside. He's 10 lengths off the lead. It's another 3 to Arch, who's outside of horses and moving up. Then Calvin Burrell on the rail with Twice the Appeal. He's got 2 horses beaten. They're Derby Kitten and the favorite Dialed In is dead last. He's 15 lengths off the lead of 48 3/2 mile as Shackelford leads the Kentucky Derby field into the far turn. He's in front by 1.5 lengths. Kama to the top on the outside is second. Decisive Moment is third at the rail. Pants on Fire is right there in fourth. There goes Nero. Nero is moving now on the far outside. He's moving quickly after Shackelford. It's Shackelford on the far outside. Nero. Kama to the top between them. Pants on Fire is there. Mucho Macho Man is fifth. Then Animal Kingdom. Nothing yet from Dialed In. He still has about 15 horses to pass. They're into the stretch. And it's Shackelford with the rail. And Nero on the outside. These 2 Animal Kingdom roaring down the center of the track. Here comes Animal Kingdom in the middle of the racetrack to grab the lead. And then it's Nero and Shackelford. But it's Animal Kingdom and John Velasquez to win the Derby. And then it was Nero. Mucho Macho Man was third. And then came Shackelford. Animal Kingdom did it.